Surprise! Hi ladies, how are you doing today? So today we are going to be doing a makeup tutorial, just a simple one. So I'll share the products that I usually use. My face is already prepped. I usually use rice ice cubes, like you know when you boil rice, the water that remains, the sticky one. So I freeze it and then I use it just to clean my face like 3 times a week. Yeah, then I've moisturized my face, so I'm going to use this classic makeup. It's a perfect mattifying face primer. Yeah, so you can get it from the Black Up store, or there's a shop at Westgate, Apochini. You can get that. There's also the Chinese ones in town, River Road. They also work. So I put the mattifying primer just like this. Under my eye. Like that. And up here, my forehead. So after I'm done, I first of all I do my, if you've noticed, if you've realized, I don't do my I don't put the mattifying primer, you know, like on my eyebrow here. I just put it until this part like that, and then now I begin to draw my eyebrows. So I used to use the Kawaida eye pencil. Then the other day I decided to buy this. I think they're like 50 shillings. They're like 50 bob. So that's the one, jumbo. It's in what number? I can't see. It says number 3. So as you can see, I'm sure different people have different kind of eyebrows, but I cut mine all the way because my eyebrows are very little, so I don't get the shape that I want. So with a toothbrush, I just brush them up like that. Then I take my pencil to whatever shape that you usually. So this is how I do mine when I'm in a hurry. So I do it like that. Then here I just draw a small line like that because I'm going to fade it out anyway. Then I do the other side like this. Everybody's eyebrows are different in how they do them or how they prefer them to look. But as long as you have the arc there, I think it should be fine. This is just how I do my eyebrows, so it might help other people out there. So after I've done my eyebrows, I just take the toothbrush and I brush up here like that. So it helps it fade. It helps fade the front. Yeah, so you don't look like you've been stulliwad so much. So after that, I clean my eyebrows with, I bought this at River Road. Not River, it's called Du Bois Road. And it works as well. But there's this one. This is from LA Cosmetics. I think this one is 1,000 shillings here in Nairobi. So there's a lighter color. So I'm going to use this this one from Du Bois, so we can see how it comes out. So with this, it's a concealer. So I just come underneath my eye like that. like that. Then whatever is left on the brush, I just draw another line on top. Like this. Sorry about that. If you end up putting the concealer into the, you know, the brow where you've drawn, you can always just use your pencil to go on top. So you can see that there's a definition, there's a fade effect already. So I usually just like draw a line like that. So I have that kind of effect. So I'm just going to do the same thing on this other side. So the one I'm putting here will help me when I want to, I'm going to be using eyeshadow, so it will act as a primer for the shadow, but if you have a shadow primer you can use. So there we go. When you brush it out like that, it helps, you know, not to have, when you're blending, it's not such a problem to blend it out. So I just need a bit more here so that I can be able to achieve the same fade effect here. So there you go. So I have some, my face is not even, so I use Kiss Beauty contour cream kit. This you can get in town at Mamangina Street. At the back there's a cosmetic shop, I've forgotten the name. So I put this darker colors where I have the like blemishes. I have a pimple here I want to hide. This is just how I do it, but people do theirs differently. Yeah. So once I've done that, I'll take just a bit and put around my eye like that, this way. Yeah. So I'll now move on to my eyebrows. I use two palettes. I have more. This you can also find in town. It's called Ice Cream Palette. Yeah, so you can find this in town. This is a day and night. It has, I believe, 90 colors. It's by BH Cosmetics. So I think maybe I should turn it this way. Can you see? Okay. So there. It's by BH, from BH Cosmetics. So I'm going to start. This is how the colors look inside. This is how the palette looks inside. Yeah. The brushes that I'm going to use are from Anastasia Beverly Hills. So I'll just show you one. They look like that. So it's just the full range. You just see me changing from those. So I just use a normal brow brush. Eyeshadow brush. So I'm going to choose the color that I want to be here, which in my opinion should always be like a gold or a shimmery color. So like that. Just put it there on the flip side. Like that. This This is just how I do it, and I'm sure everybody has the way. This is for those people who'd like to, you know, who have problems with blending eyeshadows and stuff like that, and they would like to learn. And practice makes perfect. This is not something that you just start today, and you know, the more you do it, the more it becomes easier. Then from there, I'm going to choose this. I'll take this color here, yeah, and I'll start from in here and just sweep through. So still taking the same color, just like that. So the colors you choose, try and make sure that they marry into each other just effortlessly. So like that. So if you leave it very sheer, you can use it for the day. If you want, you can make it a bit dramatic. So maybe we'll try the dramatic design today. So I'll do the same for the opposite side, taking the same color of shadow. What I'm showing you is what I do, is like my go-to. I don't change brushes unless I'm working on a client, but when I'm doing it on myself, I don't really change brushes because I know what colors I've used on what brush. So this is going to be a bit brighter, so I'm going to take this one in here. You can see that's how it looks like there. So I'll just pat it here like that. There you go, just like that. Okay. So I'm going to switch palettes a little bit. I'm going to use my blending brush here. I'm going to go into this palette. I will pick this shade here, and I'll go on the outer V like that and just bring it inside into the crease like this. Just mildly. I don't want it to be too pronounced. So I'll do also this side like the same thing. To the crease. We'll pick a bit of this shimmery one because I want it to be a bit dramatic, and I will pat it out here on that half. Then let's take the other color and just put it here. Yeah. Then I can just take my finger, warm, put it into this color here, and put it here. Of course, when I'm working on a client, I'll use a brush. And I'll take a fluffy blending brush and I'll just blend everything in together like this. Yeah, just like that. I can take my eye pencil, which I don't even know where I've put, but I take a black eye pencil. I'm sure that everybody has seen this before. So just close my eyes and I sweep through like this. The flip side. Okay. So once I'm done with my eyes, I now go into the foundation. I use from the Milani store. There's a shop at Westgate, I'm forgetting the name, it sells makeup. This is medium 108 Milani. So I don't I usually just put some here like this. Then I use my hands. And this shade is like one shade darker than my skin tone. But usually if I am doing something that is like, if it's in the evening or an occasion or event, I use 3 shades. On my T area, I use 3 shades lighter. On my outer, on this sides of my face, I use 3 shades darker. So today I'll just use one color. Then I'll use blending sponge. Most of the time, if you want this to work very well on you, make sure that it's damp. So this is what you do. You don't wipe, because remember, you have places you're concealing. So you can see when I conceal, nothing moves, everything sits in, because you're, yeah, there. So because I have a haircut, I usually outline my sides with foundation, so that when I brush or comb my hair, it looks more precise. So I'm just going to add a bit of makeup over here, just to cover the pimple, but I think it will still be visible, I guess. So there you go, just like that. Then I'll go around the places that I had hidden, like that. So I'm not going to go into highlighting and contouring, because this is just basic. So once I'm done with that. Once I'm done, I'm going to use this powder brush to I'll just whisk. This is sleek. I'm sure you know where to get this in town. So you don't sweep, just shuffle like this. That's where you push the product inside your face, into your face, yeah. Remove the shine. If you have this kind of sponge, which I'm sure most of us have, you do the same thing. You just do this. Okay. So with this kind of look, you can wear red lip, I don't quite know, this says romantic shiny 24-hour lip gloss. I don't actually know the name, but it comes on matte. When you apply, it's matte and it doesn't flake. And this one is from Classic Makeup. This is from Classic Makeup. Let me just show you how it looks. Like that. It's like this shade there. This one looks so. This one is like a nude brown. This costs like 500 shillings, and the same to this, but they don't break. I know there's a brand that you'll find it in town, you know, and it chips. These ones don't chip, so I think I can't find the red one. I wanted to do the red lip, but I can't find it, so I'll just put this. So unaanza tu kutoka the sides or the edges of the lip like this. Evil, and then you smudge a bit. Make sure that this part comes out like that. You draw it so that it's very, so like this. If you the more you do this, you don't need to use a concealer to go around. Mostly if you see people's lips looking very precise, it's because they used a concealer, which I'll show you in a minute. But because this is too dark for me, usually I go in now with this shade of nude. Inside like that. So if you smudge and the lipstick you feel like your lipstick is not in place, you can take let's go with the Elegant, just a bit on your color. So you draw a line here, that all the way around. You can already see the difference. So like that. Then you can go back into your BH or any, you can use any palette that has similar colors. Most of the time it doesn't have to be the exact color, so you can take this gold here and just at your cupid's bow here. I don't know, people do this differently. Others bring their cupid bow, they bring the whole line to the edge, but I don't. I'll take the same color. If you have a high Anastasia also brings highlighters. I think the Chinese copy ones are like 1,000 or 700 shillings. You can use those just to do a bit of shine there. Then now you take your sponge, blending sponge, the one that you use on your face, and you just yeah. So I'm going to go in with my powder almost time. Yeah, I have a beauty spot over here, but it's not visible because I've covered it with the foundation, so I'll just go in like that. So if you want, this is a Karaja eyeliner, so if you want you can go in again and make it more visible if you want to. If you don't want, you can leave. If you want, you can make the, you can put the cat eye, but that will do in another tutorial. I don't think I've cleaned my eye properly, so I'll just my eyeshadow here. I'm going to yeah. So just because I'm explaining, it's taking a bit more time, but usually it doesn't take me so much time. So I'll just go back here and take a bit of this color here, then I'll just sweep here a bit on this side to open my eye. And then sasa nitaeka mascara and I style my hair. The mascara I'm using is from MAC. I'm sure all of you know where the MAC stores are. We now have them in Nairobi. So for me, I close my lid like that, and then I sweep first, and then I comb like this. And I do it as the last thing. So like that, and I do my bottom lashes. And I'm not going to have I'm not going to wear falsies. So today, I'll just brush my hair with a shoe brush. And then I'll just do this. And there you go. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye.